Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel Code with Rajeshwari. In this channel, we are diving into some exciting iOS development topics. If you are looking to expand your knowledge of Swift programming or enhance your development skills, you have come to the right place. Let's get started. In today's video, we will cover how to use text, images, buttons, and stack views like VStack, HStack, and ZStack. Let's get started. This will allow you to build the layout and UI of your application. First up, let's talk about displaying the text. In SwiftUI, adding text to your application is super easy. Let's start by adding a simple text label. Inside your content-view.swift file, we will type text of SwiftUI episode 1. And just like that, we have added a piece of text. You can customize the text by applying modifiers like font, foreground color or padding. As you can see, the text is now bigger and black since I was giving a large title. You can play around with the modifiers like others to change the style and appearance of your text. If you see here, I am just trying to change the text foreground color to pink. Immediately whenever I gave pink color, it got changed, and if I try to add some padding to it, it will adjust the UI according to our device size. So this is how we will be adding text in our SwiftUI applications. If I wanted to change the title of the font of the text, you can give it like a text, or it's like a bigger if you wanted to have, then you can give large title. Like that you can mention it in your text modifiers. Now let's add an image to our application. The image view displays images in your UI. Images can be loaded from assets or the system symbols. To add an image, simply use the image view. But first you need to add an image to your Xcode project. Let's drag and drop, or you can use the inbuilt SwiftUI images as well. I am giving the stroke check mark here, and like how we gave the text modifiers, you can add it here as well, like adding resizable, scale to fit, and we can even adjust the frame of the particular image. Here I am just adding the frame of the image as width and height, like I am giving 40-40 as width and height. Just like text, you can also apply modifiers to images. You can scale them and shadows or make them resizable using resizable. Let's talk about creating a button in a SwiftUI. A button triggers an application action whenever the user tapped. For suppose if you have talk about the Facebook UI, there you will be entering username and password. Inside that, so we will have a login button, right? So when you click on that login button, the action will perform, right? Like that you can add it in your applications. You can customize it with text, images or both. In SwiftUI, we can create a button using a button view. Inside the parentheses, you will define the label for the button and add an action to perform when it's clicked. Type the code as button click me. Inside the curly braces, we'll add the code for the action. Let's just print a message when the button is clicked. Now when you click the button in the preview, you will see a button clicked message appear in the console. You can also customize the button appearances like adding a background color, corner radius, and even more. Here I am just trying to add a foreground color as black. Let's see how the appearance will be happen in the content view, means in the preview. So if you see, so this is how it was happened. So let's talk about SwiftUI provides three types of stack views. So one is VStack, HStack and ZStack. First let's talk about what is VStack. So VStack is nothing but arranges the views in a vertical form. We can add multiple views inside the VStack and they will automatically stack on the top of each other. So let's give a text inside VStack. I'm just giving a first, text of second and text of third. So if you see in the preview how the vertical texts will appear. So these three things happen, and let's talk about HStack. This will be arranging the texts in horizontal way. HStack works the same way but arranges the view side by side. Type the code as HStack, and as you can see, two texts are now aligned horizontally. Let's add it. You can adjust spacing between them using a spacing modifier also. So now let's add text of left and text of right. Let's see how the HStack appears in the screen. If I'll add it like this will add side by side. So if you look at here, left and right text, and I'm just adding the other one as well, so you'll be having a better idea. And if you see here, I have added a text of middle as well, and when I try to run this, so it will be displayed like this. And finally we have JetStack also. Let's try to add some HStack modifiers here for the text so that you will see the big differences. Text, I'm just adding a font of large title so that it got changed as large, and foreground color if you give, so we can give it as a color dot, something white if you see. So let's try to see, because the background color also white, that's why it was disappeared from the screen. And color dot blue, if you see in the preview, the color got changed to blue. In a similar way, we can add it for any text or buttons or text views, anything you can add it. So this is how we'll add text, button and images and VStack and HStack to the application. Now finally, let's talk about JetStack. A JetStack layers views on top of each other, creating an overlap effect. Let's place an image and some text in a JetStack. Type of JetStack, inside the curly braces, image of, just taking the image of actions, and if so just missing arguments, so I have to add image UI image. And if you see here, there was a small button appeared here, right, with a black background. So we can add it the text as well. Just try to add text as JetStack. If you see, JetStack text appeared on top. Means how this JetStack will work is like the layers of views will add it up top of each other, creating like an overlapping effect. Suppose if you have a background view and on top of that, if you wanted to add some text, in these scenarios we can use these JetStacks. So try to add some foreground color here, and if you see here, I'm just giving a red color, and we can even mention the frame for this particular JetStack. Like here I'm just trying to add a width and height. And on alignment is something like where the JetStack has to be fitted, like either in the top or in the middle or in the bottom. We have so many modifiers we can add it here. So since I am adding it in the bottom, so we'll see the particular JetStack was appear in the bottom of the screen. We can even add the bottom alignment to the in the middle or even the top. So if you see here, I'm just changing the height. If you see in the console, the JetStack height got changed and all above the items was moved up here. So that's all for today. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. to watch more videos like this. And if you have any questions or ideas for future videos, feel free to drop them in the comments below. Thanks for watching.